Do you know that you're doing something bad right now?
Huh? What am I doing wrong?
Is probably what you're thinking right now. That's why I'm here to guide you. Hello there everyone! Welcome back to another video. My name is Marissa and you're tuning into part of my SDG series where each weekend I uncover every sustainable development goal, which is an agenda adopted by the United Nations, where each goal is aiming to reach for peace and prosperity for the people and the planet, tackling issues such as climate change and preserving the earth. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about SDG 12, which is responsible consumption and production. So what is that, you may ask? Well, let me easily put it this way. Our population keeps growing, so the more people we have, the more resources we need to use, and the more we use it, the more it'll run out. So it's very important for us to implement methods of ethical resource usage so that we'll always have enough for generations to come. So now there's this one thing that we all do that is completely not an ethical resource usage, which is quite literally the closest thing to us, the clothes that we wear. But I'm just trying to cover myself up just like a normal person should. Of course you are, but it's more of like, okay, think about it. When was the last time that you shopped in stores like Cotton On, Forever 21, Padini, Zara, Levi's, or even Shein, that online shopping platform where you get to buy things for so cheap? And you know what? There's a reason why the prices are so cheap. Fast fashion is cheap because brands make large quantities of clothes at once, saving money on production. They often choose materials that imitate high-quality fabrics but aren't as durable and hire cheaper labor in nations with lower pay. They lower storage costs by accelerating the entire process, from design to distribution. Additionally, these companies spend less on advertising by depending more on influencers and social media. Even if a single item may seem cheap, the sheer volume of sales enables them to turn a significant profit. However, this affordability often comes at the expense of ethical labor practices and environmental sustainability, as fast fashion companies may sacrifice these concerns to keep costs down. And yes, while recycling can also be an option, but the process has its own environmental costs. For example, the fiber blends need to be separated using an energy-intensive process. Even after separation, only about 20% of the material can be blended with polyester or so-called virgin cotton to make a new garment. In the US, only about 15% of textiles, including clothing, are recycled or reused, and the rest are dumped into other nations in developing countries. So yeah, you might love going to Uniqlo because of their sleek and minimalistic styles, or you might love going to H&M because of their crazy, insane sales that can go up to 50 or even 70%. But in reality, you're contributing to fast fashion, and you're hurting the environment without you even knowing. Okay, then how else am I supposed to get good clothes that looks trendy and fits my style? Easy. Ditch fast fashion and go thrifting. Huh? Thrifting? Yep. Formerly known as secondhand shopping, but now also known as pre-loved items, car boot sales, bundles, and many more. Bottom line, they all have the same principle, which is selling items that were previously used by someone else who donates to these stores for other people to use instead. And no, don't worry, they're not junk. There are still tons of items that are still in really good shape, but it just so happens that the past owner may not have a use for it anymore, or maybe they don't like it anymore, outgrew it, or many other reasons. The condition's just way too good to throw away, so instead, they give it a new life to someone else. Plus, thrift shopping is such a fun activity to do with a close one, your friends, or family, because you'll never know what you're going to find. No two items could ever be alike in a thrift store, which is also a good thing if you're the type of person who likes your fashion style to be different than others. Because personally, this is my average thrift shopping experience. Look, I got 3 really cute tops for only 50 ringgit. Imagine if I were to go to, any of those fast fashion stores I've mentioned before. They'd probably go beyond 200 already. And with those tops that I bought, I can show you that you in fact also do not need to resort to fast fashion just so that you can look stylish. Plus, I'll show you more outfits that I've bought in previous thrift stores, so I can give you a little bit more of an example. Check it. More where that came from. You can look just as stylish as me without causing harm to the workers or the planet. And you can save so much more money by not funding it to shops that honestly don't even offer that good of quality items for the price of 3 to 4 more than if you shopped at the thrift store. I know it may be tempting when you walk past those stores in shopping malls, but think of the Earth's lifespan. Wouldn't you feel guilty for creating a future where resources become scarce for the children of future generations due to greedy capitalist needs? I sure would, which is why my friends and I have been adopting the likeliness of secondhand shopping or thrifting every time we hang out. And you should too. It's all the rave among the young generation right now, which I think deserves the hype, because if we continue to popularize a cause that can reduce the need for fast fashion practices, then we can see hope for a better Earth. Now, let's recap. Fast fashion. Fast equals creating more clothes at a short time, a lot of clothes go unsold, ends up in landfills pile up, creates excessive textile waste, exploits workers, can be expensive. Overall, unethical. Secondhand shopping. Unique clothes. Thrifty. Saves the environment, saves your money. No exploitation of workers. Fun experience because you're trying to find a rare diamond in the patch. Sustainable. Overall, totally in line with responsible consumption and production. So with that, choose the right choice for your planet and your people. Let's swap out for the fast and furious for the slow and sustainable. Because with every thrifted treasure, we're not just dressing ourselves, we're dressing the world in a cooler, greener and more mindful future. If the bigger corporations can't do it, then we'll be the ones to initiate. So that's all I have for this episode. Tune in next time for the next SDG goal. Until then, I'm Marissa, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye!